Okay, so back to Quebec 75. We are on turn two, which would be September of 75. Um, there are some reinforcements for the Americans. We'll get there to that. We'll get to them on their activation. So we do have some. Like I said, we do have some activations here. So, but we can't go. We got everything set for that. I did put up the points up here. So we've got all these points here, so let's take a look here and go from there. First activation would be Arnold's. Okay, so now does Arnold have any activations? So we're looking at September, yes. Arnold Subcommand. We need the Morgan Light Infantry. Okay, so I put this over here. So we need the Morgan Light Infantry. We'll need 1st and 2nd New England Regiments. 1st and 2nd New England Regiments. And then the supply unit, which is right here. So with that, Arnold's units are on or adjacent to Fort Western if it's American occupied, and there are no British adjacent unit to it. Okay, so that's definitely where we're at. That is the only. Those are the only supply or units that we've got. So here is Fort Western. So these can go on it. Stacking is 4 for the main, so we'll just do that. Put our little supply unit here. So we will definitely be able to use the bateau movement. Ooh. Okay, so we've got our supply, we've got our first, second, and there's our Morgan. So to make it easy to keep this, I'll put it here. So we'll put the lightest one because you're supposed to move it all at once. So it'd actually be easier. So we'll start it right here. So that's that phase, and then so we got the reinforcement phase, and then it should be the reinforcement. Now it's the movement subphase for Arnold. So again, this will just be movement. We could do the battle here. These are rapids, but it doesn't change anything with the rapids. Let me double check real quick here. No, nothing on the rapids, so that doesn't affect it so much. It must be just a detail. But so it's going to be easy to go. So you go 1. So let's start with this one. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We'll do that way because we can only send one over. Oh, I'll probably zoom this out so we put him up here. So, and since this is a 7, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4, 5, 6. Now remember, I need to be 2 ways, so that's why. Plus the force, you can only stack two regiments at a time. So Morgan, we've got, oh, wait a second, this can go up to Lake Hex, so that'd be 1 for the supply train, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, because I can go with the Lake Hex. There we go. So Morgan, this one will be easy. And of course, I probably should just put one of these like right here to remind me that's the movement. Do you want it? 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's still within 2, so that's good there. So this one we'll just do 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll start with that one. Morgan's got the supply train here. This is nice because when I get up here, it actually opens up here. So these are open, so we can try to hit Quebec, but I don't know. Definitely want to hit over to here, get over to the river, and then I can use the bateau movement as well. I'll have to move this guy first, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so the most any of those of Arnold's could do would get here this next turn. Okay, so that's the movement subphase. Combat subphase, there's no combat, so that's that. So, you know the way it works out. I'll probably have this all memorized by the time I finish the game. So, okay, so let's see here. Who gets the next shit draw? Let's see, who gets the next chip draw? So green, so now I've got to remember that they don't get, okay, so we've got Carleton. Okay. Okay. So for him, because we have things in since there are continentals in Canada, we have to draw a militia to see if it goes. And who do we get? Well, that sucks for Carleton. It's Montreal too. Montreal, unfortunately, nope, no go there. So it doesn't really say what to do if they don't. I think it just goes back in because it could utilize that. So, okay, so now we're gonna have the Trois River here. So right now we have, what do we got here? We've got 9 with 1 left shift, 2 left shifts because of the river, which would actually only be 1 because most likely they're going to bring up their artillery with them. Yeah, their artillery. So that'd only be 1 left shift. But what we can do is, I think we can take this guy here and bring him down. I mean, it wouldn't really matter, so because there's a trail right here. So we could honestly just go and 1 and 2 and 3. So that will make it a little bit more defensive. 14 with 1 left shift. So the Continental troops will definitely have to continue on with that. This guy's good here, and it's a supply, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, no combat, so that's done. Okay, so we only got 2, and really, I know who the next one's going to be. Well, it won't matter who it is. I don't know who the next one's going to be, but the next one is actually the northern the Northern Army. But since there is no Northern Army right now, it doesn't go, and now we've got, so that leaves the separate army, which has done all the damage. Okay, so separate army we go. Okay, so first things first, we will want to, let's see here. We need to move into, okay, so we'll send the 1st Connecticut into Montreal. So now we have taken Montreal. So what I think we'll do is we will take, we need to move these guys. So let's do this first. So he's in that one. Okay, so there's a trail here. So unfortunately 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Oop, I took 2. So, which would actually be fine. So, okay, let's see. Let's move. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so that's a stack of 4. It's the most I can stack there. Okay, we got these Connecticut, 1st Connecticut, 4th Connecticut. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and okay. So I'm going to move the Rangers right here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4. You know what? No. Let's do this. Okay, I want to build a fortification there. So hold on a second. Let me look at that real quick. Okay, so I do want to eventually build an entrenchment here because it'll help, and it'll give 2 left shifts for the defense there. But these 2 have to stay here for the whole next movement phase, and then I can roll. Now, if there's no engineer there, it's a roll of 1 through 3. It's successful. With the engineer here, it's a roll of 1 through 5. And as long as I have a unit in there, the entrenchment stays. Once the unit is gone, the entrenchment's gone as well. So I kind of have a plan for the units here, for the Continentals if I can get it to work. I'd love if I can get this Tall River done. If this is not going to be easy, it's not going to be like this one. This one I was able to put everything in, but as you can see, I've lost 6 points. I've got, well, how much do I have here? At least I got 7 points here, so that's 13 out of what I had. So I've just got these 2 stacks right here. Oh shoot, these can go up. I haven't moved these yet, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so there we go. Okay, so I think we got this all set. So okay, Movement subphase complete. So now let's take a look here. So movement subphase complete. So now it's combat. So these are in the zones of control of this one. So both of these stacks are going to attack this one with the Twal River. So we have a total of 14 and 2 left shifts. So then we have a total of okay. So now we've got a total here. Okay, that's supply units right there, so I got to remember that. So we have 12, 20, 12, 21, 22 to 14. And I can use my charge table because I'm in supply. So let's see here. So 14 would be 28. Okay, let's take a look. Hold on one second. Okay, so that's 157%. So that's the charge table. That would be the 150. And then we got the column shifts. So we got 1 for the river, 2 for that. And then this will be 1 right. So it's actually just 1 left. So that'll be basically the 100 to 114%. So basically it's the 1-to-1 schedule. So let's take a look here. Let me zoom that back out. Okay, 1-to-1, basically 100% is a 6. And high is good in this one. So 6 on the 1-to-1 is double D, or DD, which is defender defeated. Eliminate half of the total and fall defending strike points. Well, 14, so they'd have to take care of 7. So we'll just take these 2, which is fine. So another 7 victory points here. Okay. All involve or retreat 2 hexes by the defender. Well, okay, so let me stack these guys back up. So that way I know exactly. Okay, so it's got to be 2 hexes by the defender. See, the problem is that this is this one. Let me find out about that. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is where it gets a little different, because this one, because it's a riverine unit, it has to follow this. It can go through even hexes with enemy units in it. They just can't end there. So that means there's, and zones of controls don't really matter on that. So this will go 1, 2. So, and let me just double check to see if he can follow or if he has to go like that. So let me check that out. Hold on. So yeah, it would have to go 1 and then 2. Probably 1, 2 because it's far enough away. So that would be the retreat. Okay, yeah, because you'd have to do 2, because you can't do that because that's not getting that. It's not far enough away from this one. 1, 2. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's where he would have to retreat to. And retreat 2 hexes. Okay. Attacking units may pursue, but they may not conduct combat. No problem. I do want to jump in here because that will make... So we'll move these guys in here. This stack in here. So that'll make that one, we control 12 river now. Okay. So... Yep, looks good. Okay. So... Okay, and so that's that. That's the only combat we had. So everything looks good there. Movement, combat, okay. Attrition. The player checks to see if all his unsupplied units are for attrition. Then the second player does the same in his own units. In Quebec 75, check all attrition for each game. Okay, attrition. Let's take a look at that real quick. I have to actually go to the scenario rules for attrition. Okay. Hessians, light infantry, winter. Because I do have one unit of Carleton's that is out of supply, which is this retreated hex right there. Knew I should have brought that one with it. Dang it. Hopefully we won't have that many issues with it. Okay, hold on while I find this. Okay, so as long as it's not a winter turn, which it's not, we're still in September, we have to roll for any units that's out. That would be this guy right here. He is not within 2 because of a friendly, so this is it, so that's 1, 2. He's not friendly. He's not a supply unit. He doesn't have to check because he's on the river, so he's not out of supply. So 3, as long as it wasn't a 6. 6 would mean that it goes. Now during wintertime, if we have any issues, it's 4 to 6. So, this next couple turns are going to be very, very important to get. So we checked for attrition. I got to put the units back into, not the units, but the draw chits, the command chits back in. And then we'll be on to turn 3. So let's take a look here. And I brought my notebook so I can take track of the points. So let me go through, get that recorded, and then I'll let you know where we're at. Okay, so right now, through 2 turns, the Continentals have 20, and the British have 6. But again, this is still real early in the game, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think that'll last. I know it won't last. They do, pretty sure they designed these to be very close to historically somewhat accurate. Meaning the Continentals are going to get their asses handed to them soon. Hopefully my die rolls will be better than what that is. So we are now on turn 3, which will be October of 75. So yeah, let's get started. No reinforcements for anybody, but if Carleton gets pulled, we will have to go to, we'll have to figure, if Carleton gets pulled, that'd be just one, they get to pull 1 militia, see if it is activated. Okay, oh, separate army is pulled first. So let's take a look here. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I'm kind of curious. So Quebec, if I were to do a charge, they would have, let's see, they'd have um, two for the siege guns, and I think is it 3 or 4 for the fortress? Fortresses would have 3, so they'd have a total of 5, and there are currently a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could take it 1, 2, 4, 5. It'd still be the 150. And in the fortresses, yeah. As long as I don't, so we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It ends up being a 1-to-1. So as long as I don't roll high, or as long as I roll high, I would be able to take it. But so these trails. Trails are 5. Oh, crap! There'll be another. So this will be 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That could be very bad. Very, very bad. It would have been worse if I would have left him there. Oh boy. Oh, jeez. What to do? What to do? Oh, I can move one shift back. I've been rolling too high though. I know something's gonna happen. I really do. Yep. Well, with this here, I couldn't get into this spot. That's okay. I could go here, so it'd be 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So I can do that. And 2 and 3, 4. Oh, but he could come down and take this one right back. Ooh. Including that one. I know it's 500%, so. Okay. So. Here we go. We're gonna give it a shot. So, but I need to do an entrenchment down here in Montreal. So entrenchment. So basically on a 1 to 5, 5. So I did get an entrenchment. So I got an entrenchment right here. I didn't flip it. So I need to do that real quick. Okay. So there's an entrenchment right there. So I'll put it to the side so that way it can be seen. Okay. So it's the end of the movement phase. Now it's the combat phase. So now it's time to figure out. See, I left a big mistake. I didn't even think. Well, that's what happens when you have the chit draws. You don't know. Okay, so Obviously, it's this one. It's on 500%. Oh, I can't do that one there. This one has to. This one needs to stay there. Okay. So that'll counteract one of them. So it would be 5. Oh, crap. I forgot to move that. That would be cheating. Oh, man, I forgot to move that. That is not going to be good. I have to go with a skirmish table, too. Shit. Shit. Oh, stupid mistake. I could technically move it in, but I'm not going to because, I mean, stuff like this happens all the freaking time. Oh, it irritates me, though. Ugh. Well, let's see what happens. So on the 500, I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shifts. So it's a one-on-one. So this is not good because basically I have to roll a 6. And if I don't roll a 6, I get it. I get beat. So, oh, I forgot to draw. Let's see here. Hold on, I totally forgot about my. Let's see here. So that's 100. Okay, and what about parlay? Please. Okay, so I can play my morale because I have 10 more points because it's 20 to 6. So I can play my morale chit. So it doesn't. So I'll play that. Play my morale chit. He's got a morale one, but it doesn't. So that makes it now, instead of, it's the 150, so I still need to, let's see here, what do we got here, DS, Defender Skirmish, no retreat, no pursuit, no, or heroes and markers. Oh, I could maybe get rid of that, maybe, and I got a 4, and that one is a DW, which is just a defender withdrawal, but they don't have to withdrawals. And they can. So fortresses, you do not have to withdraw. So that ended up being okay. That wasn't a big deal. Yeah, so that wasn't a big deal. It turned out not to be as big of a deal as it could have been. Could have been a lot better. So a 4 would have been a bloodbath on a charge table. Stupid mistake. Oh, okay. Now he's going to reinforce that. So, yeah, that's not going to help anymore. And I'm going to need to get that guy up there. The next turn, because next turn's a winter turn. Oh, I see that. Okay, here we go. Let's draw. Arnold. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Again, not in supply. Oh. Shoot. Did it again. Oh, 2 hexes is horribly tight. Oh, sorry, I need to zoom that back out. There we go. Oh, that worked. That's weird. Okay. Okay, so no combat subphase. And so we draw another chit. Keep forgetting to draw. We're supposed to draw one each heroes, and we should draw 1 heroes and mark it each turn. I gotta remember to do that. Okay, so now we've got Northern, which doesn't have any troops there yet. And then finally Carleton. Okay, so we are going to take, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So since he's in the fortress, don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about that there either. And I just ruined any chance of getting into Quebec right this turn. And because he's in the fortress, he does not have to attack. So now that actually has a pretty huge, that's massive now. Even if I get, oh man, that sucks. Oh, well, I feel like I'm actually there making the mistakes that they made. So, okay, so, goes turn 3. Okay, so, I'll get 1 point. Okay, so, attrition. I've only got 1 unit. This one mine. It's this one right here. Because he's not 2 from here, he's 3, and he's not 2 from here. So, 4, no big deal. Okay. Shoo. Okay, and so for points wise, that is, oh, I forgot to draw for militia. Let's see here. Militia. Oh, traverse. Nope. Okay, so now we're good. So we only get 1 because they just have Quebec. So that's 21. 0 for 6, so it's 21 to 6. And that's October. Okay, so I think we'll get 1 more turn in. Now I get to turn 4. Put these back in. I'll draw chits back. Kind of zoom back and okay, so we're now into the winter time. So in this case, attrition is 1. Supply is 1, so they have to be within supply of 1. So I cannot use bateau movement either for the 2 winter turns. There are reinforcements. Looks like for both sides with that. So let's go ahead. We'll draw the heroism markers. So first one would be a rally for the British. And then the second one would be a spies for the Continentals. Okay. So let's take a look and see, what are we looking at for the Northern Army gets in here. They get one. Northern gets one. We get one new Northern. And then the British. I don't think the British get any. Yeah. Oh, wait a second here. Let's make sure I've got this one. Let's see here. That's for the counteroffensive scenario. Okay. Yeah, so we're in November, December. And I am not seeing any, so let me take a look here at the chits and see if there's anything. Hold on a moment. Okay, so there's a couple things I forgot is I was going through and looking at the reinforcements, and if you look on the back of these, they have the month that they come in. So I was looking through them, and I also realized that I have these provincial ones here, continentals. One is for Montreal, which will go here on Montreal, and this one is St. John's. So we will put him with St. John's. The only other one I've got is November, December, Canadian, which is the first provincial, which, where's that at? I also thought that the U.S. or the Continentals had a lot more units than they had, and they don't. So I'm going to put him right here. So that's just, yeah. So he'll go right here, the first provincial. Okay, so now I've got that all set. So I know what I have to do with this. So I do have some January, February for the Continentals, not very many. More provincials. Yeah, decent provincials though. And then the second New Jersey comes in January, February. That's it. I don't have anything. The earliest we have on the British side is June. Oh no, not June. May of '76. May of '76. Yeah, May of '76. That's the earliest, and that's Burgoyne. So Burgoyne comes in May of '76, and that'll be the reinforcements in May, which will turn a little bit quicker. Though it says something about March, but I don't see any units unless they're these optional units, which I don't think so. Those say optional right on them. I honestly don't see anything that says March on it. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Because there's supposed to be some in June. I don't see any more. So, because all of these I think are August 75. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. So we'll go by what's on the back of the, and not quick completely on this because it doesn't seem. Oh, the enlistments. That's what I have to take a look at. Yeah. Enlistments end. So I have to take a look at that. Let's take a look. Hold on a second. Okay, so at the end of this turn, we'll go through, but I think I'll hold off on this turn. As I really haven't got it started, so I haven't pulled any chits out yet, and with that, my battery's kind of low, so I'm gonna get this loaded up, and we'll go through that. But what I get to do for turn 4 is every single one of these units, not the supply, but all the and everything but militia, I have to roll for enlistments. On a 1 through 4, they come off. 5 or 6, they stay. Then, if they have on the ones I did withdraw, I have to roll on a 1 through 4. They re-enlist, but they come back on January, February of 26 of 77 of 76. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So they go away at the end of this turn, and at the beginning of the next turn they come back in. And they come back in at Fort Ticonderoga, not where they may be located up here. So, yeah, we'll go with that and see how that goes. But battery's about ready to die, so I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded up, and then we'll go from there. Thanks a lot. Look for you guys on turn 4. Bye.